episode of R6 Beer Guys, doing a guest spot here at Harry's Smoke Shop. Brett is floating in and out, and so here we are. And,
yeah, a little different setup now. We're just gonna go with a 5-7 minute.
We're gonna try to make it a little quicker show than usual.
Yeah,
this 20-minute stuff is killing us. Can only drink so long.
That's right.
So a couple of beers we're going to do here today. We're going to end with a Sierra Nevada celebration.
2008. It's been cellared, warmed up, and cellared since 2008.
Well aged.
Yeah, it tasted great in 2010.
That's true.
I don't know how it's going to taste now.
So that's going to be our secondary. And then this one you found, which is...
It's a Farmhouse. Actually, it was handed to me after a pretty good hiking trip up state. Yeah, I don't really know much about it. I just picked it up and I went drink it. So that's kind of how I'm going at it.
Oh, good. Love that.
Yeah, so
we're going to get on with it.
Yeah, let's pop these guys open.
Farmhouse being
usually traditional farmhouse ale is more like a...
Look, spiffy glasses.
Yeah, or new glasses. It's usually a Belgian style. But in this case, I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't know what the heck to expect from this guy. So usually a French Belgian style with a lot of yeast phenolic character and stuff like that.
What yeast?
Usually the banana spiciness you might get out of the yeast flavor. But no clue what to expect from this guy.
Other than a lot of head.
A lot of head.
So
that's not a bad thing. Just means that it might have a lot of wheat.
Oh, don't worry. As guys, I love a good load of head, but not on my beer.
A little citrus nose. Something weird in there.
Almost smells like an IPA.
Coriander?
A little bit.
A little coriander there?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a...
Yeah, I don't know. But, oh well, let's get on with it.
Yeah, not much on it. So.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell kind of beer it is.
Well, every once in a while we'll get his ones with a description. So,
yeah.
While we're letting this settle, we're going to knock through some news here.
So what's going on? What's going on right now?
We're going to go from business to flavor to get out there and drink.
Well, what's going on in the area right now?
All right, so we'll start off with the get there and drink thing. This is going to be basically our St. Patty's Day episode, and for at least Wednesday, March 14th at the Tiber, Dogfish Head is going to take over the place. 21 taps of Dogfish Head.
Sounds good. Sounds like a great time. And if you don't do that, I know...
every Irish bar in the city is doing
you also
something.
have the Brew and Chew over at Kavanaugh's.
Right, yeah, Brew and Chew at Kavanaugh's, good times, so...
Yeah, I don't know if too much else is going on midweek. You were mentioning stuff outside the city.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a whiskey tasting in Allentown. There's a lot of whiskey pairing dinners going on.
When's the whiskey tasting?
Next Saturday, I believe.
Next Saturday,
in Allentown. It's fabulous.
So St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Fegley's is going to have whiskey tasting.
Yep.
Fegley's going to have any beer to pair it up with?
I believe it's actually a whiskey tasting.
Yeah,
so I'm sure they'll have some beer, but it's primarily relying
That sounds great.
So the Hurry Up and Drink article we found.
Yes.
Since we're on that already. It says St. Patrick's Day may be a week away, but it's never too early to start thinking green. And it's basically telling you skip the green beer and go with the good stuff.
So how do you feel about these? Let's go one by one. Just say yes, no.
Well, first one they give you is Jameson. Now,
I have to go Jameson.
Everybody loves Jameson, but that's one of those if you need a shot of whiskey, drink Jameson.
That's why I drink it, for shots of whiskey.
Then you're gonna step it up a notch and you go to Michael Collins 10-year single malt.
That's a little different. Yeah.
That's a sipping one.
Yeah. That's not one you're counting, bro. You're not dropping that in beer to subtle away the flavor of it.
But then you have Redbreast 12-year single pot.
I've never had that.
No, I've never had it either, but it's another single malt whiskey, Irish instead of Scotch.
Okay.
Then we go to two beers. But just to ring your bell a little bit, I'm going to hand you this, and this is my special little bell. It's actually a cup.
Did you read about this Boulevard Irish Ale? Which, it's what, I mean, how do you feel about that? An Irish Ale?
I'm drinking Scotch.
But no, I'm just saying, going through this list, how do you feel about the Irish Ale? Usually Irish Ales, this Boulevard Irish Ale, I mean, usually Irish Ales are nothing special. Red Ales are just nothing.
Most of them are not.
They're just a gimmick, if you ask me.
No,
There's
they're
nothing
not.
special about it. Red Ales?
It's a bit of a die. I think it's a matter of where they came from. So.
What about Guinness Foreign Extra Stouts on the list?
Guinness Foreign Extra is really good, really rich.
Excellent. If you're going to have Guinness this St. Patty's Day, get a Foreign Extra. This
is how you enjoy a single malt. You sip it.
What kind is it? What do we have? Here.
Dalmore 12-year-old.
There we go. Yeah, look at that. I have problems trying to
dancing.
Yeah.
I'm drinking and you can't hold still.
I'll take a
Jesus.
shot. It's all right.
Here,
Gracias.
hold it from the top or it'll collapse on you. Sorry, I had to one up you.
Like you haven't done it before.
Very true. So, anyway, now we're gonna get on to a little bit of business here.
So some serious stuff like ImBev had a.
ImBev had a
ImBev
big
thinks
road.
the world of beer is going to be awesome in 2012. I don't know about that, but
Well,
the profits
you
are
got to
awesome.
look at InBev because you think big beer and that's InBev versus the craft and microbrew movement. So, I mean,
Well,
they did a lot of cost cutting, a lot of raising prices.
that's
on
where
some
it was.
aspects.
Here in the States, they think they're going to have a pretty good profitable year. They think the economy is going to rise. They're going to be able to, since they raise the price of their light lagers, they figure that people are going to be able to, they'll get a nice margin off that. The problem with ImBev is that the only reason they're making profits now is because they slashed so much on the administrative side and distribution side. They're still not growing technically. Their product's not growing, but they're able to just create a bigger, wider gap for the profit side. Brazil, they're looking at Brazil. That's excellent.
Which is kind of strange. I mean, not that there's not beer sold in Brazil, but you'd never think we're comparing the American beer market and the Brazilian beer market.
Right.
But, I mean, they're looking at a pretty big spread on that, and that's a lot of just kind of like some big beer versus your micros and micros. But I guess you got to look at your distribution, and somebody like ImBev that owns one of the big soda distributors or the rights to distribute in Brazil basically gives them the right to spread their stuff wherever they feel is the need. So
I think that whiskey mill played on my tongue. So, yeah, it comes down, like you said, the soda.
Touched you a bit.
The soda distribution is going to help out ImBev in Brazil. I know for the World Cup they're having issues with that because the World Cup wants to sell beer. They don't sell beer at the soccer games, probably for good reason. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's
there's
Brazil.
enough soccer rides as is.
Yeah. So moving on. Next
So
one.
we got one more.
Sounds
We actually
disgusting.
have two more, but the first one we led into the second one.
Yeah.
The first one was basically Molson Coors Brewing is going to launch an iced tea beer, and I first read this and my first thought was Twisted Tea, which is a malt beverage.
Right.
But these guys are actually under the impression they're going to do a tea beer, such as we homebrewed, as in the one video we shot prior. And it's actually not going to contain tea, so it's going to be more like a malt beverage.
Iced tea and lemon.
flavor.
Iced tea and lemon, right?
They're basically, I think, going to wind up competing on the malt beverage market, or as they compared it to harder liquors like a Long Island iced tea, but they're trying to stay to a 4%.
Right.
So you can talk hard liquor all you want, but at 4% you are sticking to the malt beverage.
Yep, I agree.
So, but you know what the hell? There's lots of flavored beers out there, and speaking of flavor, this is where he comes across with disgusting. Apparently, in Philadelphia, a guy from Jersey, rather, has figured out, sort of, a secret to a cheesesteak flavored beer. Apparently, when hops go bad, they have a cheese flavor to it. So he threw some bits of meat flavoring in there.
That's an awesome idea. I love the creativity this guy's doing.
It's good creativity. He hasn't quite gotten it down perfect
But
yet.
hey, that's part of it.
Hey, hopefully within next year we'll see a cheesesteak flavored beer out of this.
Right.
All you're eating and drinking in one shot.
Real quick from that Molson article,
Sure.
which is the one about the iced tea beer. I like the quote in there, and it's a quote by an analyst, a trade analyst, saying one of the reasons why liquor has done better than beer, because they attribute liquor doing better than beer, not realizing that, well, they're trying to ignore the fact that craft beer is taking more of the market. It's been more of a trend in the U.S., is because there's more emphasis on flavor, innovation, and variety.
Well,
It's great to have a Miller Lite if you're out at the ball game or you're for
I'm old
Eagles game and trying to,
martini.
get nice and loaded.
Well, but we're going with the flavor. I mean, I'm an old-fashioned guy. I want a classic vodka martini. Just because you throw a bunch of shit in a glass and call it a martini doesn't mean it is. But look at all the crap that's on
Well, that's what they're doing with the
the
citrus, what they're doing with their...
Oh, sure. Well, that's it. You can modify how many flavors and how many
man.
things and how many ways. So,
Yeah, but...
we're going to... now that
This
this
guy-
is supposedly off our tongue, we're going to describe this for you.
Yeah, this guy
It
picked
still
up a
comes
lot of
across with that
coriander.
citrus nose.
I'm getting no
It is
pilsner,
very
no
cloudy.
coriander.
Very cloudy.
I don't know why it's so damn cloudy, except for the yeast. I guess they're using that.
You see, as a farmhouse, that tastes really good. A little bit of pale ale, a little bit of wheat character, but not much.
I get wheat. I get just an overwhelming amount of coriander.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any hops in there.
See, I'd have to
It's
try,
really low bitterness.
see, I'd have to try coriander to actually, like, I know what it is, but I don't find it as pronounced in beers
That
as you
lemon,
do, but it is in
lemon you're getting.
Yeah, there's some in there, but, you know, without a real good description on this, that's pretty much what we can give this, so. Yeah, we got to use our spiffy new glasses.